Hello. So last time I showed you this Blender setup, which I used to create my tiles. I showed you that I used them to create some sort of a room. Okay. And actually, I did have a plan to create an actual room from an actual game where dead bodies hang from a ceiling, and you need to pick up some key from an enemy and walk through a door and run up the ladder, whatever. And this idea comes from a game called Evil Within. So I guess it's Evil Within. So yeah, it's like that, Evil Within. And when the character wakes up, he drops from the ceiling. Yeah, there's some more dead bodies. You need to crouch. There's some enemy. There's a lot of blood. There's some walls and there's metal bars and windows, blah blah. And you kind of navigate your way through the room and escape it. And yeah, once you open the door, you run up the ladder. Okay, and whatever. There's some triggering event happening. All right. So I kind of want to build that from a top-down perspective. All right, and with the little assets that I have, it's just a bunch of them. I want to build that part where he goes up a ladder and goes to a door over here. So you can kind of see already the layout is kind of similar from what I've showed in 3D. There's some blood. The dead bodies will be hanging here. I will I will figure out how to do that appealing in a way from this perspective. But yeah, so here I am on my um, floor layer. Why is it not drawing? All right. So this is my floor layer, and it needs to go all the way till here, right? So the ladder that is in the game, it's also kind of starting over here since this is a top-down game in the future. I wanted to start over here so that there's more place to run uh, from the enemy for a bit longer time. So now I'm getting my wall tile and I place it over here. Oh yeah, and I envisioned that there would be a issue of depth. I created another layer underneath the floor, so now it renders all right. At least here it's a hack, but it needs to be done. So from there, so in the games there's like a balcony situation, right? And whatever, and the player was able to run from here. He was observing that the butcher is killing more people over here. All right, and let's add the wall. Cool. All right, and yeah, we need some wall over here. Did I forget to add collision for this side of the ladder? All right. Actually, let me do that. I want to show you the process of what I'm doing so that everything I do is, well, I want to prove that I do it on my own and I'm not copying code or assets from somewhere else. All right, so now the collision should be over here in the future. All right, And again, in the game, this part is separated by more like bars or handlebars. No, no, no. It's just metal bars. So this is a balcony situation. And just up front, I want to create a logic object to. So yeah, in the game, there's a tripwire situation, which you cannot miss because, well, there's some crazy stuff going on based on, well, you need to see the walkthrough or play the game. So yeah, so this is tripwire, trip wire. Okay, so that's that. It should be enough, I guess, for me to test it out. Let me export basement. So I already started the phaser engine, and let's look at that. It's dark. My airplane is going through this stuff now. All right. Oh yeah. Let's move the start point. Actually, whoops. The start position over there, just to observe. Maybe I missed something. Well, there's one thing I missed. Oh yeah, export. Export. Oh yeah, it started. Well, anyway, I was able to fly in back, and yeah, it looks stupid because there's no lighting. Let me add some lights. So, yeah, there's my lights. I'm not gonna name them, but they do exist. So what I'm showing you is that I've got some sort of pipeline where I could create stuff. All right, there's my light. Uh, I am bumping into this wall, and yeah, and at least, yeah. So this is a depth issue. I will need to figure out how, you know, I'm not supposed to go under a ladder, but this is a good start. Anyway, there you go. My little humble beginnings of making a better game using Phaser.js. All right, stay creative.